Have you seen Lewis Jackson's video on a deep dive into XRP fundamentals? He shows that utility will not drive price. He's not okay. Well, that's what he's saying, then he's not wrong. I've said that the whole time. They're going to have to push the price through supply and demand dynamics to the levels it needs to be in order for utility to take place, and then there'll be a price floor. People thought that ISO would go live and XRP would shoot to the moon. It's not going to be that way. They literally have to reprice it through supply and demand dynamics. And when there's not much available supply and there's a huge amount of demand, guess what happens to the price? If you took economics in high school, you saw the chart, it goes up and to the right. So that's what's going to happen. And once it's at that high price, then it can be used. So I haven't watched that video that Lewis put out. I've said this before. I do pretty good to just stay in my lane. A lot of people ask me questions about other people's content, which I don't mind, but I don't have the time to go watch it like I used to. I'm focused on building solutions and creating, all the stuff that we're doing at Digital Ascension Group. And did have some more time the last week here to be out on social media a little bit more, which is nice, and that's just because at the end of the year, I can't push things forward because everybody else is off. And I also feel anxious about that. But it is what it is, right? I can't change that. So I have been spending a little bit more time, and I probably could watch the videos, but I don't know if you'll ever Blockchain Backer. I'm not a TA guy. I watch him for the technical analysis. And he's been spot on with a lot of his stuff, I don't think he's going to be right. Again, I think the price action we're about to see in the market, he's not prepared for, and that's okay. It's a market dynamic that's never existed before. It's a black swan. It's something that people didn't see coming. I just happen to know what's going to happen. So difficult to price that in or look at historical evidence to price it in. Anyway, back to Blockchain Backer. What I do really respect about him and like a lot is that he stays in his lane. He doesn't watch other people's content, and he thinks critically about his thesis and iterates on top of that. And you get really unique perspective that's nuanced and a high level expertise and standard that he's able to put out because of that. And I try to stay in that same mode. I look at what I'm doing. I look at the strategic advantage I have as I'm speaking with people that other people don't. And again, not to be biggity, but I have the privilege of speaking with a lot of people that other people would love to speak to.